Got me dancing in my room, got me feeling kinda loose. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. Got me running all around, got me feeling like a clown, kinda feeling like a fool just for you. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do, I wouldn't do. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for you. Got me wearing my best lipstick, got me feeling like a lunatic. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. Got me pulling you close to me. Ain't no place I'd rather be. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do, I wouldn't do. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for you. I would change my world around. Don't mind feeling like a clown. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. I would change my world around, 'cause I know you hold me down. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. Oh, baby, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, baby, yeah, yeah. For you, baby. Running around, feeling like change my whole world around, babe. For you, baby. For you. Oh, baby. Got me dancing in my room, got me feeling kinda loose. Ain't no ordinary love feel for you.
Each day is better than the one before. Whatever you're doing, do it some more. Put a smile on my face when I hit the door. Make a girl feel real good, so very special. So many things you do for me unselfishly. If you could hear the moon and stars, they'd be mine. You proved your love for me in so many ways. I don't have the words to say how much you mean to me. Each day is better than the one before. Ooh, yes it is, babe. Whatever you're doing, do it some more. Oh yeah. Put a smile on my face when I hit the door. You make a girl feel real good,
truth is you're complaining. It's driven me crazy and out of my mind. You're out of luck and out of time to have treated me so unkind. I can't take this no more. Rather be walking out that door. Now you know how hurt burns. It's like a curse, killing the desire. You've left the game, and now you're fired. You are not my friend. You're not my lover or a good man. You've been fooled if you believed that I still love you, but it's over now. I've tried to convince myself in believing your lies. Oh, why? It's been years, and the same old you is still living here. I can't take this no more. Rather be walking out that door. Now you know how hurt burns. It's like a curse, killing the desire. No more. You've left the game, and now you're fired. You're not my friend. You're not my lover or a good man. You've been fooled if you believed that I still love you, but it's over now. I've tried, but I failed. You've never loved me. It's time that I moved on, setting you free. You should be ashamed, leaving me in all of this pain, without nothing to ever explain. Broken hearted I have nothing to gain, nothing to gain.
Coming back home.
it's not far down to paradise. At least it's not for me. But the wind is right, we can sail away, find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. It's not far to Never, Never Land. No reason to pretend that if the wind is right, we can find the joy of innocence again. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Dreaming the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free. Fantasy, it gets the best of me when I'm sailing, yeah. All caught up in the reverie. Every word is a symphony. Won't you believe me? Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Dreaming the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free. You're gonna be free. You're gonna be so free, yeah. That
'cause you're so great. Fly into my love, that's what I need, so my spirit can be free in the everlasting moment of love. Oh, I feel your symphony, so strong and so pure, it echoes on through me. I am so sure that we were meant to be here, sharing this love we share. You'll be my love, and I'll be yours too, as long as the sun wants a heaven. Tell me you'll be my love. Oh, here's what we'll do, we'll skywrite our love through the heavens. The echoes of your love we'll sing through our lives forever. Ooh, forever. Oh, I feel your symphony, so strong and so pure, it echoes
stay in my heart. In the beginning, when everything was new, little did I know that I would fall in love with you, and I'd never let you go. I just gotta let you know how much I love you so. I don't ever want to lose your love. I just can't let you go. Please say you'll stay. You'll stay in my heart. Please say you'll stay. You'll stay in my heart. I need to know if you feel the same. Don't play, this ain't no game. I need your caress and your tenderness. It's hard to explain. Surely this can't be wrong. When it feels so right, I think about you every day. And all through the night. Please say you'll stay. You'll stay in my heart.
right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Indie Live Spot. And thanks for tuning in. We're very excited about today because we have a great, wonderful guest today on the show. As you can see, Mr. Roberto Vally is in the house. So, welcome our guest today. Welcome to the show, Roberto. We're very, very, very excited about having you on the show today. We just got through playing one of the tracks from your CD, Tranquil. Let's see, was it Tranquilla? Yeah, man, that was nice, very nice. And well, I don't know. It's just that's the. It's, yes, it must be the title track. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Very. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Very nice. Well, welcome to the show, sir, and very, very, very nice. I'd had a chance to listen to the complete collection, and it was very nice. I love it all. So, um, for our listeners, I know they enjoying it, and we're gonna try to get into some more of it here. But we wanted to just kind of get to know you and everything. So, everything. We know that you've been involved for quite some time with a lot of different folks in this industry. Mm, awesome, awesome. So the Tranquilla CD. Now this is what count of CD is this your first one? I know that you did a lot of back uh, work for a lot of different groups and things, but this is your own thing here. Is this like the first or is of your own? Okay. Mm-hmm. Sweet. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm, very nice.
because my songs usually start out with uh, 4 to 10 seconds of a drum groove, a drum loop, and a bass line, and that's kind of the catalyst, you know. So, if you know, so it's this big, and I'm thinking, okay, well, how do I make that idea? How do I make it interesting and expand it and make it 4 to 5 minutes and make it interesting and weave a song out of it? They all kind of basically come from the heartbeat of the drums and bass, and then like Mr. Beast and Good News Natty, the kind of reggae jazz song, and the Billion songs and all that. Blue Horizons that features Peter White. They were all, 3/4 of the way done, and then I farmed them out and sent the tracks. Here, Tom Schumann from Spyro Gyra. Here, put your magic on this song. Here, Peter, what do you think about this? Would you like to play a melody on this song? And Peter called me back. He said, I love it. I'm hearing all kind of melody, and everything that everybody sent me, I kind of gave the green light to on the very first idea that they had. So it is a lot of my songs, especially this last record. It's been all like collaborations with other musicians, artists. It definitely made the song better.
Right.
So let me ask you, since you've done 3 recordings, how they doing? Are they charting? How they standing out there?
You mean my record with radio, or my record, or how we recorded it?
Well, it could be both of them with radio, and
Yeah. Well, Ron King, he came to my house just to say we recorded together. My co-producer Jeff Brothers, we worked like 3-4 days a week, couple hours here and there. I would drive to his house and we played. As far as radio goes, to be honest, it's seen a lot of success. And when I tell you guys and I tell myself that everything, all the interest that's been given my way, grace of God, has not been paid for in any way. Like, I haven't given those people who push songs for radio. Because I don't really believe my songs are necessarily the quintessential smooth jazz singles. I kind of didn't want to go there. Not that I don't like success.
Right.
If one of the songs made it onto a movie or a movie soundtrack, and it became like the theme, the big theme of 2020 or 2021, I would welcome it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make music from the heart, and so I just wanted to release something that I would be proud of now, and I'd be proud of in a year, 5 or 10 years from now, and didn't want to have any constraints about what is acceptable or popular on commercial, radio. So when people like you solicit me, and I never really pushed my stuff out. I've hey guys, I have a new record, but there's no payola involved, no money.
Right.
you guys
I
just
see
as
what you meant.
work. I owe a lot of my success to stations and shows like yours. So I want to, with that, I can just say thank you to you and everybody else that embraced my music.
Hey, Roberto, it's always refreshing to hear that you're succeeding without compromise, because everybody assumes if when you're in a music business, you have to compromise your integrity. And whatever that is, you have to compromise that. And I think it's wonderful that you do that. So, first tell me when, or tell the audience, when did you start music? When did you start becoming professional? And how did you manage to become so successful without compromising your integrity?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I started listening to music when I was a toddler. I was fascinated with music. My father would leave the house in the morning, the apartment, to work in his jewelry store, and I was told, because I was real young at the time, that I would run to the Victrola and I would take out his opera records and I would put the vinyl down and I would just watch it just spin around and just listen to Puccini and Verdi like operas. That's the music that I heard, and it made me feel happy. And as I got older, my parents bought me some Beatle records, and I was like, "Whoa, that's
not Puccini."
Yeah, I was hearing the lyric and I'm going, wow, this is love, but it's not like I love you, mommy love. This is like man-woman love. And so I started taking piano when I was 7 or 8. And then in 4th grade, I was offered the elementary school orchestra playing, and I wanted to play the double bass.
Wow.
First of orchestra, I was so enamored, and I was a big, tall, doofy kid, and the teacher said, "Oh, you want to play the bass? Okay, come up." And he put me in the front of the classroom with a bass, and I had a little knowledge of guitar, and he asked me, I remember this like it was yesterday. I was 9 years old. He said, "Just play the first 2 strings of the bass and go like doom, 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 doom. You think you can do that?" I said, "Yeah, I'll do that." So he just said, "Keep playing that, and the rest of the class, you're going to sing Frere Jacques." So I'm doing doom, doom, doom. Then he's still singing Frere Jacques, Frere Jacques. And I'm just playing the 2 open strings, doom, 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 doom. And I'm like having out-of-body experience. Because that counterpoint with me playing those 2 notes with them singing the melody over it, it was like a Bach 2-part piano invention.
Right.
And I was just thinking to myself, man, this feels like an old friend. I'm touching this thing for the first time. So it was from that day, it was nothing but music for me. Orchestra in school, and then at home with my friends, we started playing in the basement, started playing songs of the day. We played songs from Chicago, the band.
Yeah.
Cool in the Gang was like Robert Bell, the bassist.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just eating that stuff up. Earth, Wind, and Fire. The Doobie Brothers. Marvin Gaye. All that. And then at the tender age of like 12 or 13, I started listening to fusion, like the mixture of jazz and funk and like Herbie Hancock and Return to Forever, and I just was totally engulfed in all that. So it was like classical music in the school, and then at home, it was like an aquarium of different musical things, from Led Zeppelin to to again I have to go back to Gratitude, the Earth, Wind and Fire record that just floored. And I came up through middle school and high school performing and doing gigs with this band that I was in, playing church dances and block parties and Sweet 16 parties, playing top 40. I couldn't even drive. My parents had to drive us to these gigs.
Right.
I did go to the my junior orchestra teacher he went to this high school, and he proposed to my parents that I didn't go to my neighborhood school, and I would take the train from Brooklyn up to Harlem, where he went to high school. It was the Fiorello LaGuardia High School of Music and Art that they made the movie Fame about.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When I was there with the likes of Lenny Castro. Well, he actually graduated before I got there, but when I was there, one of my classmates, he was a little older than me, Marcus Miller, Omar Hakim, the drummer who's played with Sting and tons of people, and so I saw how high the bar was, and rather than being intimidated or scared by it, it inspired me. I never had vision star. I just wanted to play, and so I when I graduated high school, I joined this. I happened to have a telephone number of a management company, and they happened to be looking for a bass player. So I was 18, playing with these men and women, traveling around the country, and I went from band to band. I left them after a year amicably, and I joined a lot of different groups, and I lived in Europe and in France, and I was playing every night, surfing during the day and skiing.
Wow.
Playing music. So it was hard life. I could have just continued doing that, but I did when I was in Florida for the season working in Key West. I heard about an audition in New York City for Spyro Gyra, and I flew up. I contacted the people that I knew in their camp, and I flew up. And make a long story short, I was back in France, and I got the call, hey, we fired the bass player we hired. We want you. How soon can you come back? And I was just turned 26, 27, and that was the beginning of playing with groups like that. So from Spyro, I went to Michael Franks. Worked with Michael for over a year.
Yeah.
I invited my hero Bobby Caldwell. I heard the real thing on the radio, and I lost it because I didn't hear about him for a while. I knew that he wrote Heart of Mine that Boz Scaggs did. Yeah. I later, toured with Boz too, but I was at my cousin's house for Thanksgiving, and I heard they had CD 101.9, and I'm hearing this song, I'm hearing the vocal, I'm going, that's Bobby Caldwell. And I ran out and bought the CD, and he had on the CD there was, it wasn't a CD, it was like a cassette tape.
Right.
Yeah.
It had his management and telephone numbers. So I invited him to come hear me play at the Strand in Redondo Beach, California, when we were there with Michael on the West Coast. And who thought that he would actually come?
That's awesome.
Roberto, I love the way you play. You sing great. Would you please consider going to Japan? I have like a 5-week tour in Japan.
Wow.
It doesn't start for 4 months, but I'd like to secure you for the bass chair.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, okay, Bobby, let me think about it. Yes.
And Roberto, which song did you hear from Bobby when you said it was Bobby?
Yeah.
What song was it?
The Real Thing.
Ah.
I want the real thing or nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So beautiful. And we actually performed that the first year. And so Jim Oppenheim was playing sax, and a guy by the name of Paul Brown, who was engineer at the time, he mixed front of house. He was mixing Bobby's front of house. And I remember on a bus, on the tour bus somewhere in Japan, and I overheard Paul and Boney James talking, and Paul said, hey, yeah, when we get back to LA, let's cut some tracks, let's see what happens. Mm-hmm. And that's, the rest is history there.
Man.
So Roberto, you all them years that you was just in the background.
Uh-huh.
I knew sometime or another you want to get up and get up in the front. I knew, right?
To be quite honest, I'm really searching my soul. I always knew as a bassist, the power that I had. Just because I'm in the background, when the bass cuts out and it's breakdown and there's nothing going on downstairs, maybe the kick, you hear doom, doom, whatever. But man, when that bass comes in,
exactly,
it's
right.
like, hey now, so I really didn't start making my records to kind of step out in the spotlight. I just wanted to have something even more personal that I could put out there, a little bit closer of a musical self-portrait, if you will, like rather than holding the reins over. Although I did collaborate a lot on my records with other guests like David Benoit and Peter White, people like that. But it was still more personal for me,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because you being out there with all these well-known artists and things like that, shoot, and they collaborate with you. Hey, man, it's a wonderful thing, man.
Yeah.
What I found in the industry is that some people, Roberto, you are well known in the industry, but you're well known by the well known. Do you understand what I mean? Because I have my BFF's sister. She passed away a few years ago, but she was very well. Yeah, it was tough. She was very well known in the industry, where Stevie Wonder had a number. Hey, Julie, could you come? I got something for you. She traveled with the rock star. Oh gosh, I forget his name. Stewart. Rod Stewart. Yeah, she traveled with him. She was with Yanni. Janet Jackson. You name it. They knew her, and I asked her, "Don't you want to do your own?" She said, "No, I'm quite happy just where I am." Yeah, she was set. She would get jingles. She didn't have to audition anymore. They would just call her and say, "Come here," Natalie Cole, I got something for you. Come on. Yeah. And she was getting paid very well while she was getting paid with jingles. She was on tour. She's been in several countries around the world, and she was I remember her telling me, she said, "No, I'm quite happy just where I am. I don't need to be Taylor Swift or anything." Although she had a voice, and she could go from opera to jazz to pop, and she could sing genre. Every genre, and so and was studied. She studied music, music and everything. And she taught me something. I said, success. Because somebody asked me, "Joyce, do you want to be famous?" I said, "Not necessarily. I want to be successful, because you can be a murderer and be famous."
That's really
good point.
True.
Yeah. So JJ, I'll call you JJ. Because I saw JJ last Friday night perform. I call you JJ. He's amazing. But anyway, Roberto.
Yes.
No, you're both from Italian background, so there.
They are too. That's right. That too.
And they're both from New York.
That part. So I love what you're doing. Because I can tell that you are very content, very happy. What you've been doing all your life. You've had favor, like you said, off the air, God's grace. And who can beat that? I call that success.
Thank you.
I do.
I really feel truly, blessed, and it's kind of nice to just look back and even just look back at my own resume and go, wow,
nice.
yeah, got a chance. Ooh, there's that name and that name.
That name. Yeah. I just posted your bio on.
And I had to condense it, and that was even condensed from his actual bio. And I'm like, okay, I can't. It's gonna be way too long. I have to cut out a little bit.
But Roberto, but the good thing is, everyone that you have worked with, you can call them and get a favor from them, and that's a good thing, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Don't have a problem.
I don't know if you know Stefan Quirk from Fusion Flavors. He has a radio program in England, and he was one of the DJs that latched on to me and I asked him, how did you find me? And he said, well, Roberto, I'm one of those nerds that, like, I look at the CD cover or the album cover, and I saw your name on so many songs with different artists. When I saw that you had your solo album, I had to get it. I knew it was going to be, I was pretty sure it was going to be killer.
Oh yeah.
And so he interviewed me, and we've had I think the last time we talked for a few hours, and he played my songs, but not the interview before the last interview. He gave me the idea. He said, before you leave, I just want to plant a seed. Down for the Third Time, Bobby Caldwell song from his first album. You do a remake of that, but bring it up to the 21st century Roberto style. And a little light bulb kind of went off. A little puff of smoke came out of my ears, and I thought, ooh, yeah,
That's a thought.
I'm gonna try to maybe take a bite out of that, and I went for it. And I called that favor for Bobby.
Right.
And although Bobby, he loves me, and he really toiled with it a lot, but he was such a perfectionist and didn't feel like he would do a good job. And I was begging him. I said, Bobby, you can. I don't care what you do. I'll auto tune it. I'll fix it. I'll do whatever. Just sing on my record. I don't care.
Right.
Well, when I was 25, Roberto, it's so high. I won't do it justice. So I went on to sing it. It's down for the third time on this record, Tranquila. And I remember when we played before everything shut down, we were at Catalina, and we had a great weekend there. Just like Sunday night, usually Sunday's more quiet than Saturday, but Sunday night was like standing room only. Wow. And I just got the mix of Down for the Third Time, playing a Bobby Caldwell song that he sang on, me singing on it. That was a little intimidating, you know. And just to watch the look on his face with the headphones on, you know, grooving with it and just giving me like this.
Thumbs up.
And then, more importantly, when Mrs. Caldwell heard it, Mary, she's like, "Dude, you hit it out of the park. You did a really nice job." So anyway, I would kind of deviated from the, you know, calling on friends, but it would have been really great if Bobby would have sang on that. But just getting his blessing on it was a great thing. Just the same. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, G, should we hear that one?
Yeah. Give us
the
title again.
Down for the Third Time.
Okay.
I did my best. I'm no, you know, I can't shine Bobby's shoes, but I kind of just sang it from the heart. It came out okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
great.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well,
I'm proud of the track.
Okay. Well, let's let our listeners check it out, and then we'll come right back.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
So everyone, get your ears open and ready, and we'll be right back. Keep it locked right here on the Indie Live spot.
Get your ears open.
Get them open. Get them open. All right.
when you rearrange your life.
Good news, Natty. Yes, I'm bringing good news, Natty. Envision yourself a wise master, not a paranoid fool. Envision your mind can move faster, elevation is cool. Bring beauty to the world, fill it with love and grace. We don't need no more negativity in this place. Put a little love in this place. Put a little smile on your face. Open up the deep inner space. Get into the drum and the bass. I'm bringing good news, Natty. Good news. Yes, I'm bringing good news, Natty. Good news. Yeah, I'm bringing good news, Natty. Good news. I'm bringing good news, Natty. Good news. Envision yourself a wise master, not a paranoid fool. Envision your mind can move faster, elevation is cool. Bring beauty to the world, fill it with love and grace. Open up to deep inner space, get into the drum and the bass. I'm bringing good news, naughty, good news. Yes, I'm bringing good news, naughty, good news. I'm bringing good news, naughty, good news. Yes, I'm bringing good news, naughty, good news. Good news is on its way to you. You're enjoying your new awareness. Relinquish the past and bring on the good news. Believe and trust and know the full blessing of Jah. Believe and trust and know the full blessing of Jah. 'Cause you're a soul warrior. Good news.
Are we off the air now?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are jamming to this wonderful music from our guest, Roberto Vally. And we just got through playing this track. God, it was called Good News Natty, right after we played down for the third time. And that was off the chain. I like that reggae feel that you put on it. Her, her voice, everything, all of it was just on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let the audience know about, what you was just telling us on the air about the young lady that's doing the vocals.
Okay, yeah, we met basically at Kennedy Airport. I got her high as a kite, right? I saw those dreadlocks and I'm going, man, this girl likes the weed, and I'm here, officers take me, brace me, whatever. I got one of those little oil pens, and
yeah.
It's going to be a long flight. This is from California. Would you like to? And she looks at me like, is this guy serious? Here, and I said, you kind of put your, just like make believe you're on a phone call and put her little hoodie over herself, and she's, just had a couple, just to control your destiny, and that was that, and we stayed friends, and I followed her on Facebook, and she'd put out these little videos and just live shows of her prancing around like she's Sister Carol. And when I had this song, and kind of reggae jazz song, and I thought I'd love to get a Rasta guy or girl do a poem or something. And I thought, who can I get? And I thought, yeah, Saskia, why not give her a try? And boy, she hit it out of the park. I really liked what she did, and I kind of gave her the idea. I know it's kind of a somber, kind of a really chill groove, but I want it to be uplifting. Good news, Natty, you know, like Natty dreadlocks, you know, and she incorporated that in her lyric. Good news, Natty, good news, and all that stuff. And I heard all these little and all these little gasps and stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna use that. Yes. I like that. Yes. He punctuates it with those. It's like, well, are you singing or are you having sex or what are you doing there? But it wasn't like graphic or anything, you know, brutal. But it was part of the rhythm, part of the vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was awesome. I love it.
Yes, sir. I liked it that.
And also, tell me a little bit. As we were getting ready to come back on, it was another track that came on, but we didn't get to hear it in full. But I've heard it in full, and I really enjoyed the whole vibe of it and the beat of it. But that the track it's called Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Mr. Beast.
That's hot. That's hot.
Tom Schumann.
Okay.
That's Tom. He was my buddy in the Spyro Gyra days, and he's played on every one of my records. I had to call out on his services.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous. He's you know, one of the geniuses that I've gotten a chance to work with, and he's like an unsung hero too. If you go in to look at his solo records, they're just masterpieces, and he was one of those that never really saw. I think his membership with Spyro Gyra kind of overshadowed him as a solo artist, but it's also kept him in groceries for the past 35 years.
Right.
So you can't knock that. But
no, not at all.
Tom is a beast, and when I think I got the name Mr. Beast like when I asked Siri on my phone.
Yeah.
Hey, can you call somebody, and I might have said I called Andy East, and she said, oh, calling Mr. Beast, and I thought, Mr. Beast. I gotta use that. When I was listing possible song titles and the way Tom plays with his effortless mastery, I went, there it is. There's Mr. Beast. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I would definitely call on your attention if you wanted to, because I know you have a devout smooth jazz audience. The song, what was the name of the song that I did with David Benoit? It's And Then She Said. That featured David. And then Blue Horizons, that features Peter White.
Oh yeah.
So those are maybe a couple that you could play for your audience whenever you have an inkling.
Absolutely.
That. But I love all my babies.
Well, they're all good, all of them.
Thank you so much.
And the ones that we talked about a little bit yesterday when we were testing out the connection, make sure we were all good. I know I'm gonna probably butcher it. Nasa Sao?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
You're doing it better than so.
Oh, thanks.
I'm not gonna touch it.
But that one, like I said, I love your whole CD, but that one just kind of stood up just a little bit more because I don't know, just had that little. Because I saw obviously from the the Brazilian sound to it, the samba kind of thing, and then her vocals with it. It's like wow.
Yeah.
That is some sexy music there.
That is stuff. That's like a stew of Brazil funk, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean funk like, that's such a broad term.
Right, not like P-Funk, but
P-Funk or the Meters in New Orleans or James Brown, Sex Machine. That when I'm thinking of, Lick, that for me personifies, Hollywood swinging, that bass line. But I heard some, you get inspired, and we all borrow, if you will.
Yeah, you can't help but to. Yeah.
Can't help it.
I remember being in somebody's car, and we're listening to the Brazilian station, and I heard the groove like that, with a like a bossa nova infused, like Cisco Kid, the Cisco Kid groove.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's basically what Sadao, that groove is, with Roberto-isms, and that fusion, that gluing of the Brazilian thing, and the kind of funky urban Brooklyn, New York thing that I spit out, and I solicited this girl, Caro Perotto. I found her and the other girl, Daniela Soledad, the two Brazilian singers on the record. I found them through Facebook. I just did an innocent blurb, and I said, I'm looking for Brazilian singer. Will anybody help me finish these songs? And I got a bunch of friends that called me messaged me from Brazil, from around the country, and I had to weed out. As much as I wanted to work with everybody, it was a combination of like who got back to me fast enough and said the right thing that perked my thing, and going, okay, we're going to work remotely, but this girl speaks my language. And what you're hearing is basically what she did from the very first incarnation. I just had to edit. I took what she did in the outro, per Peter White's recommendation, and I agreed. Like, she did this thing at, towards the end of the song, and that's Peter. When he heard it, he said, "Dude, that's the hook. That is, you got to figure out a way to
move it,
that and have it occurring." So it happens 3 times in the song, and I remember playing the record for a longtime Brazilian friend in Key West when I was there in January, and I was getting the mixes sent to me for approval, and I played him that song, and that one blew him away the most also. He was listening to it, he was giving me that Brazilian thing when you... He's like, you snap. That's so cool, Roberto. So I got Aloysio's approval and love on that. So
super cool, super nice.
Cool, very cool.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
I love that song.
I would say, as an artist, and you make a record, you make these songs, and you're so saturated with it. By the time it's all done, and you pray that you have the discernment to know that the choices that you're making are the right ones. But it's really nice that when I don't hear my songs for a while, and then I'll hear something from Pure Lines, or I'll hear something from Boom Boom Boom, or even Tranquila now, and I listen to it and I'm going, okay, this is good, this is okay.
Oh yeah.
It really gave me a newfound respect for indie artists that would put out records, like people like obscure people like JJ, or not a household word, but a household name, but he puts out these nice records. And again, thanks to programs and shows like yours that can feature people like me and put a light on my music and expose people to it. Yeah, many thanks.
Oh yeah.
But you know something, Roberto. In a sense, I was hoping that it would go back like back in the day, where you can walk into the record store and pick up the record, and besides all these, as you want to say, MP3 files, and you have to download this and that. I would like to go and just pick up the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, and you know, you can look at the sales of them from the stores. But I don't know about this download stuff. It's too, I don't know. Sometimes.
You, if you hadn't joined the way of the world.
I'm with the way of the world, but what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is, I'm with the way of the world, but it's just things that, just like Joyce was saying a while back. How can you split a penny?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
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 But I like the physical CD as well because I like reading the
Right.
lines. I like the lines.
Right.
It is nice, and I do have a lot for sale. I do. Vally.com. You can order my CDs on my website. They come directly from me, so I could personalize it and sign. And they're also available on CD Baby. And I really miss, with the pandemic, all the shows, all the tours canceled. Because I had this set up to have it in my hand, the physical product, the end of February to take it to Japan.
Yeah.
And I still have the box unopened of what I was going to bring to Japan. So hopefully I'll bring it in November. We're rescheduled to go back there.
Yeah.
But people really like that at the show.
Yeah, especially at the
Yes.
concerts.
So I may be the sideman for Paul Brown. Those who maybe like bass and they see my product there, they'll buy it and they love. Oh, will you sign your CD for me?
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's close by, and it actually, for artists like me, it puts the most revenue in our pockets.
It does.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I would do with the CD? You sign it, I would take the porn stars and say, "This is Roberto's CD here. How much can I get for it?"
Did he say porn store?
No, porn star.
Pawn Star. There.
Porn star.
Pawn Star.
I just say no porn.
Yeah.
See where you at, Joyce?
No. See, I know you're mine. I've known you for about 10 years, so these are things that you would say. So, well, I might have helped you out. I may not have been the only one that heard porn start. So.
Okay, Roberto trying to say something. Go ahead, Roberto.
Yeah.
Hey, I think those guys would tell me, we already have a doorstop. Thank you. But, would be, well, it's on the house, man. Just put it in your car and give it a listen. When you get home, put it on, make love to your wife.
That'll work every time.
Okay. Well, we have come about 7 minutes over to the hour point, so I didn't know if you ready to go, or you gonna stay a little bit longer.
I should probably get going. I unfortunately I have a couple of errands to run. But I would love it if you would invite me back.
Oh, well, of course.
Please, yes.
Of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Absolutely.
been a pleasure, and I hope I didn't talk your ears off.
Not at all.
Not at all.
No, you're great.
Yeah.
We love people like you. Ask a question and just take it away.
I would just sit back and listen.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't even get a word in edgewise. Ain't that right, Joyce?
Well, because some people love all the attention.
Right, Greg?
Did you like it that?
You lied.
He liked it, yes.
You lied.
Okay, Roberto. Well, one more time before you do go, just let everybody one more time tell them where they can go and check out all your stuff.
Okay. Well, if people have Spotify, they can just look up Roberto Vally, and my records will come up on YouTube as well. I guess Alexa also. Hey, Alexa, play Roberto Vally, and my physical CDs can be gotten on CD Baby. They just reopened CD Baby because for a while there they said, "Oh, we need more Tranquilla," and I sent them. They wanted like 10. I sent them 20, and I never. Usually, you get confirmation that they got it, they got them, and it was right at that time where they shut the warehouse down. Finally, got confirmation 2 or 3 days ago that they did receive them. So anyway, CD Baby is back up, but I would recommend if people want to get a more personal thing for themselves or give it as a gift, would be robertovalley.com, where they can order it and it would come directly from me. I could personalize it with a to so and so from Roberto. Enjoy my music. God bless. So, yeah.
Very good.
Well, hey guys, thank you again for having me, and I look forward to the next time we can chat.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you stay till we go off the air, I have a question off the air for you. Oh,
Okay.
did you go? Oh, there you are. Okay.
I'm here.
Well, gee,
Okay.
What is this food?
like
Oh, what the hell is that?
That's some food.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
I think we're going off the air now. So.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play another selection off of Roberto's CD. So y'all keep it locked right here, and we'll be back right here on the Indie Live Spot.
Very cool.
No pull.
is, y'all. What it is, y'all. This be the universal question. We seek the answer.
Picture the world with me. This is what I see. Justice, equality, racial harmony. What can one person do? I'm one, you make two. I will stand with you. Together we are better. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my brother, for you. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my sister, for you. Picture the world with me. This is what I see. No war, no poverty, ethnocultural harmony. I heard one person say, love will make the way for peace and equality. This encourages me. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood beats red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my brother, for you. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my sister, for you.
Yeah, we're thinking globally, we're acting locally. Want somebody, tell me what it is. Yo, practice like that does not bend, but if you bend your mind, you just might find a friend.
Find a friend. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my brother, for you. What is color? What is race?
Sweet love.
Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood beats red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my sister, for you.
you're hearing some music there from D Brown. It was from his latest called The Prize, off of his latest CD, Deep Secrets. And then, of course, right before that, you heard Reflections from Blend Jazz, off of the Never Can Tell CD. You also heard What Is Color by Errol Lee from U2, or I'm sorry, 2U CD. And also you heard Heartbreak from David McLaurin from his latest, The Villain. And then you heard, before that, you heard Big Tall Wish by Kristen De Masonis. And that's off of the They Call Me Big New York CD. Also, you heard JJ Sanseverino with Cocktails and Jazz. That's off of the
Midnight Fizz. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Midnight Fizz, and it's off of his latest CD, Cocktails and Jazz. And then kicked off right before that was Lifted with Phil Denny. But lots of great music, great guests today. We had Roberto Vally was here earlier. If you missed that, you will be able to catch up with that when we put out the archive. We'll do that a little bit later. It takes a little bit of while after the show goes off. It takes about an hour for that. Now, if you were watching on Facebook, you might be able to catch it there. I'm sure it's already ready to watch. If you did miss that, I think I cut that Facebook feed off right after he left. So.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. So, because Facebook is always, blocking it when the music comes on for some reason for copyright.
Okay.
So I don't know why they do that, but they do. And so it doesn't do good to really stream over there when I'm just playing music anymore, because until they
just silence.
Yeah, and I need to figure out, do I need to sign some paperwork or what with Facebook? I don't know what their problem is.
If you can get them to answer you.
Yeah, that's right. If we can,
where do you get customer service from Facebook? Can somebody tell?
Thank you.
Now see, they block your own music, right?
Yeah, they'll block my own my music.
But they don't know it's yours. They don't know it's yours.
Right.
So yeah. You got that metadata on there, and it picks up on that, and they go,
Yep.
I got blocked. Because, YouTube has a library of royalty-free music.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll use that sometimes in the background. And I posted a video with royalty-free music, and they blocked it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait a minute. So I peeled it, and I'm like, this is royalty-free music from YouTube.
Yeah.
And they got confused because another Facebook person used that same music on their video.
Yeah.
And I clicked, and they said, this belongs to, and I clicked. And I said, no, they just got it from the same library I did.
Wow.
They can't be exclusive on that because it's royalty free. And if YouTube finds that out, they may say, hey, you can't use this. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I can't even go do copyright on that because it's royalty free music.
Right.
But you know something? If you can find a programmer to write code and stuff like that to put where you can have your own show, you ain't got to deal with Facebook. You don't have to deal with YouTube. You have your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
There are several streaming services out there. I've been looking at them. What I want them to do is let me do it for a few days for free.
Yeah.
To make sure it works for me. You pay, and I don't want to pay the money, and I find out after the first thing, this is not for me. Or
how much they charge?
Right.
I've seen them from around, if you want all the bells and whistles, it could be anywhere from $50 to $100 a month. And a lower service might be around $20, and then there's a free service, but you can't enjoy the bells and whistles. And what I want to see, can we put like imagery in the video as we're playing, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just taking me a minute to figure it all out. Because even the camera that I bought, another webcam, it came in. It's terrible. I'm like,
I told you, why couldn't you could have just went to Best Buy or
well, I didn't pay a lot
Home
of money
Depot.
for it.
No, what I'm saying, get a Logitech.
Well, I got a Logitech. I told you that. I already have it.
But you ordered it. But you got it from where now? Japan.
My husband got it. I don't remember.
And they ain't worth the quarter, huh?
It's just not anything different. It's not better. It's you know what I mean. It's just that. And you know, with shipping the way it is now, you order something, if it's coming from China, you guys, it may take 2 to 3
Take
months
a
before you get
while, won't it?
it. Takes
But
too long.
Yeah.
Logitech, they got some real expensive webcams, and they are.
Right. I mean, you try something and you said, okay, I'm not doing this again. That's all you can do. Like we were talking about earlier, you try something. If it doesn't work, you go, okay. And the best thing you can do is go write a review and let other people know that this stuff is not good. It's not go rate it. That's what you can do. So the other people can read and go, okay, I'm not going to make that mistake.
Yeah.
Because other people writing their reviews have helped me make some good decisions. Saying, okay, no, that's not what I need. And they will tell you this, they say this, and that, but I can't find it. Or they'll tell you if we have problem with shipping and what have you. And you don't want to deal with that, because I think right now, because we're dealing with the pandemic issues, people are going to take advantage of you. Sell you the wrong face mask. Got all kinds of...
A lot of stuff going on.
Up there.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going on, ain't it?
Yeah, a lot of hustle. And when you're in a vulnerable area, people take advantage of you.
Yeah.
And if you bring it out, it's just like people are saying, Oprah Winfrey, share this and share that. Oprah Winfrey is giving like an enormous amount of money. And I'm like, y'all need to check that out, because that was a couple of years ago that was happening.
Yeah.
And Oprah and what's his name? Oh gosh, Medea.
Oh yeah, Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Medea and her
I had to say Medea before I said Tyler Perry. But people are using their names. Dr. Phil had that problem too, using his name like he was endorsing something.
Oh yeah, Dr.
I even
Phil.
had somebody about 5 years ago faking TD Jakes. He had a whole profile set up, TD Jakes, with his image.
Yeah.
And he sent a friend request, and I accepted it. And then one eyebrow went up when he inboxed me and asked me how I was doing. I'm like, TD Jakes won't do that. This is what really got me, when he said, how are your kids? I said,
Oh no! Stop.
I mean, I even sent it to TD Jakes. I went on their website, sent a contact, and they said, nope, that's not him. Not that I didn't know that,
Right.
but I wanted them to know somebody had a fake profile.
Right.
So they had his name, and I looked, and people were responding to this guy, or it could be a woman.
Well,
so
they're gonna definitely pick the ones that are well endowed with money and stuff. So. You know what I mean?
And you know what, Gary?
Yeah.
You said it perfectly, because he was saying, the Lord told me to tell you it's time to start giving the missions.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to tell him, the Lord talks to me too, right?
Yeah.
I got ears just like you.
Right.
And if he didn't tell me that, he come straight to me. He doesn't have to go through you.
Yeah.
My door is wide open.
I know,
So
that's
why
right.
does he have to go to you to talk to me?
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
but people just be aware, just start reading. And I even shared the thing that happened a couple of years ago. They took that post down, but it was like, well, Joyce Spencer, did you read that article? But they took it down before I could respond. I don't even think I was going to respond, because all my comment was just read this, tell me, and just check this out. That's all I said.
Yeah.
And make your own opinion. I didn't tell you what to do.
Right.
You decide. And that's what I do. I read, with other reviews, and then I make my decision. Because there's a lot of gouging going on out there.
Oh yeah, lots of it. Well,
Uh-oh,
I want to give somebody an award for best live streaming production. And let's see. Drum roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this loud enough?
Okay, yeah. And the winner, it goes to Brian Culbertson.
Oh,
my
really?
God. That man, he's got it going on over there. If y'all hadn't seen that show, he does this show every night, Friday night, called The Hang. he learned all that production. He's doing it all himself, and it looks like he got a team doing it for him. But it's all him doing
I
it
was
by
about to
himself.
say that.
And
Brian probably
he
has
spent some money. He spent some money.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of money because he's got, I don't know how many cameras in that room that are, you know, in different shots and stuff. And he's got like all the. I mean, it's down. He got it down. I watched the whole show last night, the replay from Friday night, and I was.
And I'm not mad at him.
It's impressive. It's impressive. Huh?
And he with his cameras that he got strategically set around the room.
Yeah.
He's punching. You got to switch it that he's.
Yeah, it's a controller.
Yeah, he got a controller to do that.
Basically, what it is, it's set up, it's programmed. You know, it's got the buttons on it, and for what camera 1, camera 2, 3, or whatever.
Right. He has a TV station.
Yeah.
That's basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice though. He did it. It's so live from start to finish, and just the way he's got it laid out, because he's got his guest that comes on. He does that on the live streaming on another big screen TV, but it actually comes to your screen when he does it. But he does it in between.
And
everything.
there is a company that I went to a seminar that was going to teach you how to do that.
Oh yeah.
And I guess sell their service at the end. But guess what? The thing froze and knocked everybody out. But you know. I don't know. Did you guys get a chance to see when I was with the Tina Turner tribute band?
Oh yeah.
That's exactly the setup that they have. It's adventure of something. What is PACC, Performing Arts, and they use that same thing. They had 4 different sound groups of sound people. Yeah. 1 for the cameras, 1 for each stage, and 1 for the interview. Yeah, all kinds. Yeah, it had lighting and but that's. We as independent artists, we can't afford all that. You know what I mean? We can't do that. So, hey, live stream, set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wins the award. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah,
Gary.
check it out. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I was just so impressed. Last night he had, for his guest, he had Ben Young.
David Benoit?
Yeah, David Benoit.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really
I
cool.
know exactly what he's doing. It's Advents of something. They do the same thing, and they have guests. They have a host, and they had 2 stages. 1 stage for one band because they were practicing social distancing, and but that's the way to go if you have that kind of budget.
Well, he's doing now his setup though. He's doing this all in the studio.
Oh, I know, but no matter where you do it, you got to hire a team to do it.
No, not what he's got going on. This is all done by him. He's
no,
doing this himself. That's why I was saying he gets the award.
He's doing it all by himself.
By himself, yeah. He don't have anybody in the studio. That's why I say you got cameras, you got lighting, you got this controller that controls all these different shots. So you just push the button and it's just that easy. It's like I said, you just got to see the show, and you'll see how he got it laid out. It's live. It is really.
But then somebody must have set it up for him. Then
he did it all himself. He told us about it.
Oh.
I watched it before he started it, but it's.
Can he show us how to do it though?
Yeah. Well, he did.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm serious.
It's not that hard.
He took a month during this COVID stuff and read
I remember
and
telling me that.
learned it all himself. Yeah, it's on point. And now it's like even better than when he first started. So
I've been trying to figure out how to do OBS for like 3 weeks now. Not every day, but I'll come back and I said I still haven't figured this out, how to do it. And I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what's my best way and my budget to do this. I may have to pay something, but I want to pay the right thing. That's my next thing. Okay, I got to spend some money, but I still want it. And my fear is that I get on my live show and the thing falls apart. Gerald Albright. Wait, hold on. Gerald Albright has to stop his streaming, and he had. You know, Gerald Albright is number 1. He had to stop y'all because it kept going on and off. So that's what I don't want to happen.
Yeah. You know something, Joyce? You know, really, you're going to have to stop being afraid of doing things. you know, because something's gonna happen. But if you know, it's gonna always happen. But I would never have a fear of that.
But I do. If you haven't been to any of my shows, I've done several.
I've been to one of them. But you need to not have fear of it. You talking about doing your backyard stuff?
You can call it fear or call it concern that I want. I strive for perfection even though I don't get it. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, let me do everything I can to make sure nothing happens.
It's going to happen.
Because even my last show in the backyard thing, even just with sound check and everything, we had a perfect sound check. We went back 30 minutes later, start the show, and for some reason my monitor went out. That has nothing to do with streaming, but you have that, and then you have the streaming issues on top. I don't know what I would have done if it weren't for my husband in the background, moving and making some changes. But yeah, I've done a few shows. I even did one impromptu back where I played 2-3 songs, and people joined in, and they were giving feedback like, okay, less reverb here, da 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 da. And I do stuff like that. And I plan to do it again as well. So that's all I can do right now is keep trying something.
Yeah, we gotta say goodnight, Gracie, because it's time.
Yeah, I want to say one thing before we go. A good friend of ours, Walter Taylor, he was just inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame down in Reynoldsville.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to Walter.
What an honor.
And Tim Austin Mitchell.
And Tim. Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, it's time for us to get out of here.
It
had a great show. We enjoyed Roberto Vally on the show today. Glad he was able to come and share his music and all the things that he had going on. And we'll be back we won't be back next week because it is 4th of July. I can't believe it's already almost 4th of July is coming up already. 2020.
Next week.
Next
week, July.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
know how it's gonna be.
We know, Matt.
Because we already know, Ray. So anyhow, we're gonna I'm just telling everybody out there, whatever you do, be careful out there because COVID-19 is still out there. So let me just put that out there, okay? And have a great weekend. We'll see you the weekend after the Saturday. I don't know, will that be 11th? Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 11th.
Yeah, and I believe Grizz do have somebody scheduled for that, so she will fill us in on that. So anyway, have a great weekend. See you next week.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
All right, everyone, thank you for being here, and I'm glad that for those that joined us in YouTube and the ones on Facebook, sorry I wasn't able to respond to anything there, so but have a great weekend next week. Be safe. Stay hydrated if you're going to be outside a lot, and do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself so that we can stay healthy.
Wear a mask.
And like I said, do whatever you need to do to stay healthy. Okay.
Thank you.
And on July 11th, when we come back, we will have this amazing singer. You might not have heard of her. You might have. I'm not sure. Her name is Michonne Young. So I cannot wait for her to be on our show because she is amazing. So you guys take care. We'll see you later. Ciao.
All right, everybody. See ya.
I don't have the words to say how much you mean to me. Each day is better than the one before. Ooh, yesterday's babe. Whatever you're doing, do it some more. Oh yeah, put a smile on my face when I hit the door. You make a girl feel real good, so very special. It's the little things you say and do loving me the way you do.
Your complaining has driven me crazy and out of my mind. You're out of luck and out of time to have treated me so unkind. I can't take this no more, rather be walking out that door. Now you know how hurt burns. It's like a curse, killing the desire. You've left the game, and now you're fired. You are not my friend. You're not my lover or a good man. You've been fooled if you believed that I still love you, but it's over now. I've tried to convince myself in believing your lies. Oh, why? It's been years, and the same old you is still living here. I can't take this no more, rather be walking out that door. Now you know how hurt burns. It's like a curse, killing the desire. No more. You've left the game, and now you're fired. You're not my friend. You're not my lover or a good man.